Okay, let's see what this thing's about. Saliens. Aliens. Let's turn down that volume. Not putting the old headphones on recently. I should be, but I think it's more fun sometimes, isn't it? Just to play natural. Word, Andrew Dalton. Retrotech Ralph, you are the first. Well done. Phil. Everyone is well. Ooh. Apart from my floppy mic, I think it's kind of almost dead now, this poor old mic. I can't tighten its nuts anymore. And today's meal is Marks and Spencer Piri Piri Chicken Salad. Just got a bit of watery juice in the bottom. I should have left that. Shouldn't have left it so long. Used by today. But I've been just done a 10k, so I feel I deserve a few extra calories in my diet. And I did 2 personal bests today, so I'm going to have a quick go at this Saliens. Andrew, was it you who suggested Saliens, or was it somebody else? Because I've not tried it at all. Let me just shove this in my gob. Right. Oh, that's some spicy salad. No idea. Choose a group. Right. I'm in the Back Office Show group. Well, Andrew, why don't you jump onto Saliens? Apparently it just sort of plays inside a Steam web browser. And anyone else in the chat, or anyone else watching who fancies having a go, just jump in. Sorry for having my lunch during a stream, but that's just the way it's going to go. Apparently I failed to represent. Oh, right. I'll try one more time to do the representing thing, but in the meantime, you can choose your creature. Oh, I was going to go the red eyes, but the yellow eyes do look sweet. Oh, that's quite a good note. Good eye. It's like it reminds me of that thing of SpongeBob. It's almost too happy. Kissy cat. Hey, Bazaar, we're trying this Saliens on Steam. It's a free game, apparently. That mouth there, by the way, that mouth is a Rick and Morty mouth. Anyway, I'm just going to go with this one, I think. Floppy arms, tentacle arms. Some sort of chicken things. I'm kind of liking some of these, but the problem is they don't seem to fit the body yet. So I'm just going to go with regular arms. Oh, yes, that's it. That is absolutely the right look. Body type. No, green's good. Save that. That's me now. Just like in real life. So I'm not sure what this view all does. Let's click view all. It's all to do with planets or something. Right, I just want to play it. So yeah, Phil, it doesn't look like you need to download anything. It just seems to work. Ah, cool. Now I'm representing. Maybe you need to customize your Salian first. Maybe that's all it was. Andrew Dalton says we can win games. And John says Warhammer 40k is on Steam for €5. Right. I'm going to put away that last mouthful. Let's just click on one of these planets. Planet of Tanks. Planet of Underwater Exploration. So if you see there, when you hover over a planet, it's showing games underneath there. And I think this is showing like how long the battle is or something. Like Time Loop's planet is nearly fully won. So I don't know if that means we've got a chance or we've got no chance because we've not gone anywhere. So these say claimed. So what's unclaimed? Zone captured. This zone has been captured from Dulders by the Steam community. Right, so basically if we're all playing like representing, I think it's like a clan. We can just select sort of things on this grid and we sort of can win games if we claim the most land. I'm guessing that's the idea. Let's do this. I don't have time to read all the things you can do and how you control this. What? No, no. Come on. Come on, come on. Sheesh. So John, it does seem to be like a sort of I don't know, it's weird. It's like missile command, I guess. It's almost like a flash game. Click masher. So do you think there's people here who are actually just cheating this game, Andrew, who are just like putting in clicky things? Yeah. I don't think Salians is going to work out for us because I think it's definitely designed for like a touch screen where you can just mash it. Right. Let's choose some games to play. We're going to go onto the back office show community, wherever the hell that is. Andrew, I swore we did a clan thing. Community, home. Somewhere in the internet there's a back office group, a back office clan. Groups, there we go. Steam is just getting worse, isn't it? It's just absolutely getting worse. Right, here it is. 12 members so far. Now I had a discussion with a few people who said that they were trying to join the group and they weren't allowed, so I have to look out for group requests at some point. Right, what are we going to play? Well, that is the question. I don't think we're going to do Colonial Marines because last time we did that it was a bit thing. Do you want to play Star Trek Bridge Crew, anybody? Andrew, I know you would, but is there anyone else to crew the ship? That is the question. While you're thinking about that, I'll have a little another gobful of this salad. But while we're talking about that, I just want to show people Fallout Shelter. Have a look at this game. This is a free game. Yeah, Syndicate. That's only a Syndicate. You can get it for Nintendo Switch. You can get it for pretty much everything as far as I know. Oh, John, you have it for Oculus Rift. So you definitely could have a go as well. Andrew, do you know the process for John to do that? I've just got a bit of housekeeping to do here because obviously I haven't played this for a while. And it's weird, once you go away, it's like the Fallout Shelter. It's like a Tamagotchi. Stuff still continues to go on. There we go. Right. Oh dear, what's this? Pregnant. Here we go. They've been having babies while I've been away. So basically how this works is that you have your Fallout Shelter right here, and you can see this is the wastelands to the left, and they're the people stuck outside in the wastelands where all the bad stuff happens, if you remember from the game. And it's kind of a bit like Sim Tower in that you're building rooms, but it's a bit more detailed in that these rooms are sort of generating resources for your survival in this Fallout Shelter. So at the top you've got power, food and water, and you build this sort of diner. A diner generates food, obviously a power generator, water purifier. Up here you've got this is like the living quarters, and you can see it's full of kids now, but what you do in there, if you pair off some sort of males and females and then you get these kids, you can see we've got loads of power capacity, but we're running out of water. So sometimes you can sort of move people around. So let's say for example we're happy enough with, well actually just get some fresh people from outside. We're going to say come and work in power generation. The vault is full of dwellers, build more living quarters. So what you need to do is you click down here in the hammer, and you can see all the things you can build right now, and you look for living quarters. So you've got the option, you can kind of build new ones or extend, oh no you don't have enough caps, extend them up to 3 units wide. You can see here though it says not enough caps, and caps are the currency in the Fallout land, and I am short by quite a few here, about 22 caps or something. Your characters do level up, and if you click up here you can see that's their specs basically. It's like a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet of all of your characters, and what happens, you basically want to keep them happy. But what's neat about this game is that you can also kick them out the Fallout Shelter and get them out to do, you know, going around and having raiding parties, all that sort of stuff, you know, fending for themselves within the Fallout world, but they'll come back with more skills and more stuff, more resources that they found. Now if you want to build things faster, you do have the option of getting work done quicker. So if this is the water purification, you can see when I click on it, it tells you it's going to take 1 minute 51 seconds before they finished making their water, and there's 18 water here at stake. So if that was too long for you, you can click rush. So what rush does is make them work quicker. Now the risk is that there'll be an incident if it goes wrong, and it tells you the percentage chance of the incident happening. So if you rush them too much, the chance of something going wrong increases, and then what happens is you know, that means like the room might get on fire, it might have a rad roach infection, it could, all sorts of you know, nasty things can happen to those guys in there. But look here, see if there's something. Okay, so power is not going to be generated for 12 minutes because only 2 people in there actually working, so it's a pretty low instance rate. So I'll show you what happens. Ready, go, activate. Yeah! So they did that without any issue. Now, what you can do is, if you want to, accelerate your progress in this, you can obviously pay pay for more caps. Pardon me again, munching. Have a look. So we'll go through the interface now. So you get these sorts of freebies and stuff that comes here that you can sort of unlock, and they give you rooms or money. So it's got these weird trading box things where you can get given, or you can find or buy, I'm guessing. Let's look here. See this starter pack, and these cards will give you extra caps or extra people. You can get special ability people and things like that. Not too keen on that aspect myself. If you've got an overseer's office, you can actually have a map of the outside world. And these are your objectives. So if you get any objectives here, you can click those and you can cash them in for credits, which is neat. And by the way, if you do a time acceleration on something and that's successful, you also get credits. So you can see now I've got more credits. So that allows me the option, level up. All your people have levels, remember. Remember, we're going to try to build more space so that we can take more dwellers. Issue is, so we need more space for more dwellers. If you build more space, you're going to use more power, more water, and more food. So it's like a kind of a catch-22 here. But you can see the power generation here is pretty much empty. So I'm just going to, I think I'm still going to build some living quarters so we can get more people. Now, what you can do is you can build additional elevators so you can go down through the levels, and you can see the rocky terrain here. It costs you money not only just to dig deeper, this elevator shaft, but also to remove the rocks. They're really expensive. You're talking about a lot of caps at that point. And you've got the option here of either extending an existing facility like here, or building a new one. So for something for living quarters, it doesn't really make much of a difference, because living quarters, really, like that, they use a certain type of resource, a limited type. So they don't really produce anything. But if it's something that produces anything, you've got to work out what's the best return. So if I click this one, which is 3 wide, you can see it makes 28 food, but it actually takes quite a long time to do it, and it needs 4 people to man that. Whereas this one only makes 8 food, but its cycle time is much quicker. So you've got to decide. If you imagine you had 3 separate diners, 3 separate diners worth wouldn't equal 1 massive diner's worth of food, but it would have the ability that you could rush each one individually. So it's actually relatively deep gameplay. It's annoyingly so in many respects. So I'm going to put these new dwellers down, bringing them from the wasteland, and they're going to be part of our little community here. Hi McBeam, how are you, sir? So you just grab them and you can drop them wherever you want to do whatever you want to do. So I'm going to drop them in here. And you can see now they've got their Fallout jumpsuit on. And there they go, they're running in. Hello. And they're going to just jump down into that room. And they're going to start contributing. So what you can see, where it says 12 minutes, let's see when he gets into the room if it goes down. Yeah, there you go. See, it instantly dropped to 9 minutes. So I can do that for as many people as I want. But remember, more people again, more resources up at the top. So it's quite finely balanced, actually. I'm good, McBeam, thank you. Since our last conversation, I've just been for a 10k, and I've now completed 2 personal bests today. So that's 3 personal bests in 2 weeks. So we're doing pretty well on that. Fairfight says he's been playing this, but forgot to play it for the past few days. He wonders how his little team is doing. Yeah, I can assure you, it will be a surprise when you come back to that. It won't be how you left it. And Floating Fat Man said, "Hey Doc, hey Floating Fat Man, how are you, sir? Have you been pulling anybody's heart plugs recently?" More salad. Right. Let me do some housekeeping here. We've got a lot of caps now. So when you click on these icons at the top, it can show you your various capacities to do certain things. And you can see you've got these little bars here. These bars represent the minimum amount you need to sustain your community. So as you add water facilities, sometimes I think this bar actually changes because as a ratio to your overall capacity, it's obviously moving left or right. Now you can see here we're struggling with water and we're struggling with food, and it's always a problem. So you can only make 18 water per cycle. Now let's have a look to see how long the cycle time is on water right now. Ooh, there we go. 10 seconds left. And you have to click, by the way, when the resource is ready, you have to click it. So it's a... Hi McBeam, yeah, this is Fallout Shelter. So it's 2 minutes 7 cycle time to make 18 water. So actually it's not too bad. It does show that you could... I suspect it's quicker than our consumption rate right now, although I'm not found out where you can see the consumption rate. I like the idea though of increasing capacity for either water or food. I'd say water is probably the more important one because you can see it's touch and go here. And something else you get as well is once you get low on resources like food or water or power, especially power, then everything becomes slow. So the times on everything will increase because now they can't do the basic job, if you see what I mean. They're busy now just trying to survive. So let's try to give them a helping hand by giving them a bit more water capacity. And what I'm going to do with this one, again, it goes against my better judgment because I do feel that maybe multiple water things are nicer. But I like my base to look a certain way, and I feel if I build it that way, I'd be annoyed because building a new one costs you say 200 caps, but when you knock it down, you only get like 20 caps in scrap. We'll do that. Woohoo! So you can see now, relatively speaking, the bars now move to the left as our capacity is increased. So each facility has a sort of maximum amount of people you need for maximum optimum performance. So I'm just going to grab this character here because he's up in the vault door room and see where she can be added. I kind of feel that you could fit 6 people in to work in a room like this. And what happens if the room is too much capacity, it will just swap it out. So you can use that for swapping out people depending on their health. Because if you look here, you'll find that different people will have different characteristics and levels of happiness and levels of health. And if you put too many slow people or ill people in a room, you're not going to get anywhere on that one. So now I feel it might be a good time for me to try to go on Discord. So if you have Discord, you might be able to listen in on what's going on. And what I'm going to do, I just realised looking at the stream you are seeing, you're not seeing the whole full game. So I think it's time to do that too, so you get the full effect here, the full width. So I'm going to go to the stream chat in Discord. So that's where I'm going to hang out. Right. So now we've got some food ready. So you can see food capacity is really slow. It winds me up in this because I'm not sure why. Got new things we can build apparently. A med bay, a science lab. Let's see. Assign dwellers here to produce Radaway. So these are useful things if people are going outside because that increases their amount of time they can stay outside without dying. An overseer's office. Send dwellers on quests. So this is to send people on quests outside. Maybe you get a map and stuff like that. You can go do that. Again, another way of bringing in resources. And then the radio studio attracts new dwellers from the wasteland. But look at this amount of caps you need for these. So again, I don't know if they're trying to sort of convince you that you need to start buying some caps for cash money. I mean, if you like this type of game, you might decide that it's worth 20 quid to you. You might just dump £20. Let's see what you'd get for £20. So I want to buy caps. How do we do that? So this is the shop. Speed up things with Nuka-Cola Quantum. So this is probably some sort of time shifting mechanism. And you can buy 1,000 units of this for £100 if you're feeling rich. your random card things. These are quite good, actually. I mean, I'm not saying they're good for the money, by the way. They're good when you play the game, because the first time you get the game, it'll give you like a couple of these boxes for free, and that sort of give you a little bit of a boost. 40 for 20 quid's probably good. But I mean, I'm thinking about it's weird. It's like my kids are into all these Pokemon cards and spend quite a lot of money. So, Andrew, are you online, by the way? I can hear Mr. Dalton.
I'm here.
Say hello.
Hello, you.
Hello, you. So I can confirm your voice is coming through.
Yes.
What's your view on this? Because I mean, just because it's virtual, and it kind of annoys us, but does it make it any less legit than a physical Pokemon card?
My wife plays. We used to play Farmville, and she used to spend money on diamonds in the game to like which time jump equivalent. I don't know. I think that's why I don't own that much DLC for a lot of games. I find DLC to be irritating. I think I'm of the generation of where we used to buy a game that came on a disc, and that was where our transaction ended.
Pardon me. I'm still eating my salad. I've almost finished now. You have to hear my lips smacking. But
that's the thing, though, isn't it? I mean, we used to having paid for a game once. You might buy, an add-on pack, I suppose, but it was a physical thing. I struggle with certain virtual purchases.
It's odd, isn't it? It's just odd. But then it's hard to understand how people, might play these tablet games and really enjoy them the same way we would have enjoyed a real game.
Oh dear, John can't join us playing Bridge Crew.
Oh dear. It's very light. It would be a very light Bridge Crew experience. Andrew, what other games do you have? We should, we can.
I have quite a few games. But we can play Bridge Crew maybe later. I think a fair fight after he's had his lunch. Maybe up for it. Let's have a look. What else have we got? I've got quite a lot of.
Did you ever play the Catan games? Let me just. I'm going to see if I can save this.
No, I don't.
What is
tend to
that?
find any art. Yes, like Settlers of Catan.
I think it's a board game, though, isn't it?
Jared,
Jared Rebo, sir. Haven't seen you for a while.
Oh, we haven't played. I tell you, we haven't played. He's Left 4 Dead 2 for a long time. Or even, dare I say it, for those who've got it, and I think you maybe purchased the bundle, a lot of us got Rocket League, and no of us know how to play it.
I don't think I've got Rocket League, but I have to check because I do get sent stuff and put in the codes and then forget what I've been sent.
Yeah.
If you can see my screen, under Kerbal Space Program, I've got a very interesting looking game right there.
You don't have Rocket League. Well, we've got Aliens, Colonial Marines, which we could work on getting it further through at some point. Because I believe where we left off, we were in the sewers with the blind aliens.
If we could certainly find a way to play that game without it blowing up in our faces.
I think it's fine as long as we don't fiddle with the graphics settings. We ought to give it a go and see if it is stable. Apparently, I did some research and it said don't fiddle with the graphics settings, which we all did. We went, we'll turn this up to full.
Or turn it off, or down to minimum, like me. So, Floating Fat Man says, have you tried the UF remake XCOM? I think XCOM was the original title of the original game too, Floating Fat Man. But yeah, I've tried loads of them. None of them are really super convincing. Jared says he has Rocket League. And Fairfight14 says, I love playing Rocket League. So it's only me that doesn't have that.
Oh, well.
No, let me have a look.
Let's have a look.
And you'll all be pleased to know I've finished eating now.
You have you?
Shoveling it down. Right. Boom. So, Mr. Dalton, were you reasonably impressed, or at least just go, that's good enough, with my grilling skills yesterday?
Your grill skills are growing, young one.
But you have much to learn. You have still much to learn.
But no, looking good. The cofters looked mighty impressive.
I do. Well, I think the problem is you don't want your cofters to dry out.
No, not at all.
This Rocket League looks insano.
It's a I tell you, who's the queen of Rocket League is young Kim Justice. She's a bit of a demon on it. She loves playing it. I've seen it
Sorry, I will keep talking. I've just noticed that John says I could join with Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. So that's 3 players now. We just need one more.
Grab on, who's got Left 4 Dead 2? Because I can play that, because I've got my new shiny graphics card since we last played it, which I tried the game and it runs very nice.
It doesn't sound like a game that you need necessarily, that graphics card, considering it came out about 10 years ago.
Yes, but I'm turning everything up full. What have you load? Did you load Left 4 Dead 2?
I did.
Right, you load it.
I don't know how you invite people. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a while since we did this.
Goodness me.
It's strange with all this technology that it should be really easy, but it's not really. How do you bring up the Steam bar? Does anybody know? Is it Control Tab? I'm always scared to press Control Tab because it might do something.
Not sure.
Alt Tab, it's definitely not. Shift Tab? Yes, Shift Tab.
Oh. Someone has joined us in Discord, and that would be...
the Dutch Retro Gamer.
Hello, Chris, I believe.
Left 4 Dead. Now, I don't know how we integrate we've got this back office group. I don't know how it all works really with gamers. But it should technically make it easier for us to all jump in, but I'm not sure it really does right now. So Retrotech Ralph says, why do you always play games that I haven't got? And Fairfight 14 says, I think I've got that. So, well...
I wouldn't be surprised, Fairfight, if you've got it, because, let's face facts, you've got just about... You're mirroring Steam at the moment, when you showed us your collection.
He's a Steam mirror, a Steam backup. Ooh, play campaign. I think that's what we did last time, which was quite good.
We were doing missions, I believe. Right, welcome to Steam. Just move my chair further forward. Right.
Play online with friends. Waplord, not in a joinable game.
I haven't just looked at the game up to give me that, sir.
So I think Dead Center was what we played before, because that was the shopping center. So the next story would be The Passing.
So I think...
Hello, good afternoon.
Oh, I heard myself there briefly. I think that's the Dutch Retro Gamer. I think that we're hearing our echo through there. So if you're going to use your mic, just knock off the old YouTube volume and you should be fine. Floating Fat Man says, well, buy them then, Ralph. Buy them. That's the easy answer. Server type, official, dedicated.
Because I don't think this one's a very expensive game now. I haven't got Steam open in front of me. The Steam library to see how much this comes in at, but it's not I don't believe it's a pricey game.
I'm going to choose my character for a change. I'll start with Nick, top of the list. Invite friends.
I'm already in your lobby.
Oh, you've already in the lobby.
I helped myself to your lobby.
So if anybody wants to join now, we have slots. We've got 2 hot slots available. And we're just going to keep those open till they are filled. And then we're going to have a play. Permissions, what's that? Friends only, public. Don't think we want it public.
No.
So it says invite friends, and apparently I have someone here, a few on my list. Now, some people, by the way, if I seem to unfriend you from my friends list, and I'm not saying I'm going to do this because I'm not very motivated right now to do anything like that. I'm going to be trying to use the group more because my friends list was getting a bit crazy. Because everybody I didn't know was also adding me as a friend in Steam, and I was kind of trying to say, right, I'm trying to save it for people I know personally or from Discord or in real life so that I don't get confused. I believe, there was a trouble, Kim had some trouble really with somebody in Discord like that where a troll or something was able to do
that's a
more
bit different. That was someone joined the server and got mod rights and kicked everyone out the server, but that's been sorted.
Oh, okay. But that's a tricky. That's must be quite a rare occurrence.
That's very rare. And I've got to be fair, as you know, I moderate several Discords and of the community, and I think I've only ever had to really use admin sort of kicking someone's ass. I think once, really. I've come close a couple of times, but you know, across the sheer number of people on the servers and the number of channels, generally most people on Discord are fairly decent.
So people are generally decent. Do you find that in life as well, or just in?
Oh no,
Discord?
everyone's a bastard in life.
So we have. I'm just looking at the group thing here in Discord.
John, how can I join? John, you need to join the Back Off Show Steam group.
Now you're really asking complicated things. I don't know how you do this. Oh, maybe. Can you only invite friends? That's the question.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can. You can add me if you want anyway, and I'll invite you in.
Apparently, I have the option of installing Steam here. You need to review at least 10 products and enter a tagline before your curator page. Curator
Of a game collection. Gary's away. He's got his mother over. I said he needs to be saying to his mother, "Look, can't I go play with my friends?"
There's a time for family stuff.
Yes.
And there's a time for playing this. So Floating Fat Man, I think he's in the group.
Mm-hmm.
You have not selected any friends. I think I've invited everyone on my list already. Steam groups. Steam keeping it simple as ever. Now apparently the Steam link, if you recall, I sort of slagged mine off. They're available for £2 now. But with P&P they're about £7, but it's probably still good value. If you want a kind of a team viewer box.
I might get one. I don't know. I don't really know if I need one. Because I've got better things around the house that do the same kind of functionality.
Like a laptop?
Yes.
Oh, Jared saying he's going to Mini Robot Wars this coming Saturday. I don't know how excited I can get about Robot Wars anymore now after like watching it for 20 years. You need build a robot and join. Oh, right, I can just build a robot and go. But what is a robot in Mini Robot Wars? Is it a how mini? We're talking like a shoebox?
Do you mean as in small robots, or as in a small tournament?
That's a good point. Come on, where's Fair Fight? Dutch Retro Gamer, come on.
Group request.
Somebody has to join. I demand satisfaction. Oh, John sent the Steam group request. Okay.
Let's have a look. Yes, because the Steam client is not at all cluttered and confusing.
It's because Steam has this mishmash of being half web, half, you know. Okay, so it's free to sign up. 100mm squared and a max weight of 150 grams. God, they really are tiny.
Are you allowed to use like 50 grams of plastic explosive in your robot with a neodymium magnet on it?
Manage group requests. Oh, we have 3. Sad Ken. We're going to add everybody. Boom, boom, boom. So, John, if that was one of you, you are now in the group. You should be appearing. Jared, you lazy bugger, where are you? Come on, get in here. I know you got this game. Come on, I'm itching. Itching for zombie action. Have you played... there's a game, Andrew, I've got for the Wii U, and I think it's on loads of systems, and it's got a picture of one of those guys who guards like Buckingham Palace with the big hat on, but he looks like a zombie, like a British zombie.
Zombie U.
Zombie U.
Wii U. Yes, on the Wii U. I bought that and I played it for an hour.
Right.
I own an original copy and it's with my Wii U, which is in a box in my garage somewhere, which I've got no idea where it is, and I've not seen it for about 4 years.
Really? I think we love the Wii U. That's the between the Wii U and the Switch.
Wii U.
Yeah.
I love my Wii U, but it's in a box in my garage somewhere. God knows where it is. It's because I packed it away because I was decorating the living room it was in at the time, and then we moved house shortly after.
So you need to get it out.
Yeah, but then I've moved house a couple of times after, and I have at least 50% of my. No, it's not a Beefeater McBeam. It's a Royal Guard. They wear a red coat and a bearskin hat. But yes, I don't know where it is. But half my garage, is similar to the entrance to the back office. If you think of boxes and stuff stacked everywhere,
full of boxes.
Yes.
John says, "Could you check the group requests?" I'll have another check now myself. Jared's just sent me a picture of his Robot Wars robot, and I can confirm it does look rather small. I mean, it seems bigger than you think it would be, but then it's made out of 3D printed material, so it's going to be light. Right, let's do that group thing again. Back office groups. This is shockingly poor interface design.
I wonder if this is what Discord are going for with the new gaming tab, if they're going to try and do some kind of...
Someone said to me... oh, I don't see any group requests, John. Who? Oh, are you saying... I'm going to click approve all just in case it's got one that I can't see right now. Someone told me that Steam have built a Discord now as well inside Steam.
I'm sure they have.
And what happened to Fair Fight? I saw him pop up. Fair Fight. Do we have to send invite to you? You're not going to join our game unless...
He's not online in Steam at the moment.
Oh. Oh, he's there.
Hello, sir. We can hear him in Discord, but we can't hear him in the game or see you in the... I don't think you got Steam loaded. Oh, there you are. I can see you now. You've just loaded Steam. I will...
I just would like to... It's amazing that we actually have been online 43 minutes so far, and we're still waiting to start a game.
How many technically minded people does it take to organise a multiplayer game?
That's a problem now, you see, isn't it? That's why people still play, you know, with the Wii U's and Nintendo stuff and old SNES Minis, because they just want to play a game.
That's right.
Sorry, I had to reset all this silly software on this new PC. Sorry.
No problem. So are you good to go?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the game to load now.
Okay, that's good. So now then there was 3. Now let's see what's going on with John. Come on, John.
We'll get John in somehow.
Is John on? Did he do a personal invite to you, Andrew?
There are no campaign servers from my Steam groups. John, add me on Steam. Add, I think I'm Waplord on Steam. Yeah, so add Waplord, WAPLORD on Steam, and I will invite you directly to the game.
Let's do this. There you go. Keeping it real in the chat. Fair fight. I think you had some skills in this game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He's got skills in most games.
The skills that play the bills, because that's what a lot of people don't know about Fair Fight, is that he is actually a professional. Would you say games athlete? Is that the right name for someone who does esports? Or is athlete over egging the pudding?
I've got the belly for it. Let's say it that way.
Is that's the fuel tank for the games machine? JJXB, hello you. Do you think if you keep using someone else's catchphrase, that can become yours? Because you start doing it ironically, and then people will think it's yours, and then the other person is copying you.
If you out-populise them, I think that would look like that.
And Rebo Road says, what's with the voice distortion? That's because Fair Fight has a very interesting microphone, and that's just how it sounds.
Well, this is making me laugh. I was just on a side note, just been. I'm looking at buying a third sensor on my Rift because it's the recommended configuration to have 3. Apparently, it greatly improves the tracking abilities. I've been looking at a new used one on eBay. It's actually just gone for significantly more than a brand new one.
People are such idiots on eBay, aren't they, when they get into that
I really don't
frenzy?
understand that. Especially when it's on, the items are on eBay themselves, and it says this is a brand new one, and it says like 70 quid or something like that, and then a second-hand one, which is being used and blah blah blah, it's all soiled, and it goes for 120, and it's like, what? Did you not see in the search when you were looking?
There's another scenario that's odd though as well, where people look on eBay and they go, "This is £3 cheaper than on Amazon Prime," and I always just say to them, "Well, would you give me £3 more if you could have that in your hands, like now, today?"
And also, it's the whole I can't trust Amazon more than people on eBay.
Yeah, I do now. I really like Prime. Prime has changed the game, really, hasn't it? I don't know if anybody in our chat has started to use Prime or has been weary of Prime, but once you kind of get into the Prime vibe, I used to be 100% eBay purchases. I swear everything I'd buy on eBay virtually, apart from food. But now I just buy.
I've just invited John to him. I believe he's sent me a friend invite and he's just joined.
Ah, there we go. Missing number. Missing no.
I've been using Prime for 2 years now, and I basically only buy stuff on eBay if I can't get it on Prime.
I'm pretty much the same. I buy everything on Prime. I would rather use Amazon Prime, and I've done this before, if the tin opener broke, to buy a tin opener from Amazon to come the next day, then trog down the road to Tesco and go and find one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, if you go to the high street now, short stores content has become so weak. Do you know what I mean? There's so little now you can buy of useful stuff, I find, in the high street. That, you know, if it's something weird, you know it's not going to be in a shop. It has to be something really, really simple, trivial. And I still use eBay, though, for electronic kits, chemicals, dangerous chemicals, and things like that, because my only other option for a lot of those things is Alibaba. So you've got the ranking of Alibaba, then eBay, and I think there's a huge gap between those. Like Alibaba's down, really down, then eBay, and then Amazon Prime for me. Because eBay with PayPal and protection, it's a really good, legit service. I think it's pretty safe. Oh, Jared's got a negative, I think. Prime is great, but when I get burned by Prime and it turns out free next day shipping only starts from when shipped, it turns out they only ship in a week. Yeah, I know. You got to check though when it says it'll be delivered. Old consoles and computers, Floating Fat Man says. Gumtree. Spock.
Yep.
Right. Fair Fight, are you joining? Fair Fight, are you joining this?
I'm in the game. I'm in the game waiting to play.
I've sent you an invite. You're not in our lobby.
So we've been waiting here for ages. We could have been...
Oh, how do I do this then? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I'm going to say something, guys. So John and Fair Fight, you two, you better race, because one of you has to girl. So pick your character quick before we start the game.
But the girl's alright.
I know, but yeah.
One of you has to be a girl, and if you...
Oh, John should be short straw.
Or the long straw.
Depends if you know, we're cool whichever way you want to be.
Right.
Oh, we have to mute the game, don't we? Or...
I don't think we've started a voice chat in the game, so I don't think.
No, we haven't started voice chat in this game. It's only in Bridge Crew that does that.
Right, now we're ready. Floating Fat Man, before we start, well, where do you get your consoles, computers? Is they all on eBay? Is they all on eBay? The past.
Tell you what, Gumtree, if you find a Gumtree bargain, it's really good. There's a lot of crap on Gumtree, but there's certain people who genuinely are listing and have no idea.
I find it where we are here, people are way too retro literate to allow that to happen. What the hell? Bollocks. Alright, let's do that again real quick.
What did you break?
Nothing. Maybe just Left 4 Dead just crap the bed briefly. But
that's
that's
good
fine.
to see the host, unless one of us else has become the host. Why is my screen gone black?
It says you're playing.
No, it's just sat there counting down, not doing anything.
Yeah. Join game. I can join your game. Hooray! We're back
100%,
in the game. Yes, it's just loading now.
Sat there with a little squiggly bit around the floor.
Interesting.
Yeah, mine just sat like that. It might be really confused because our host suddenly vanished.
And then came back.
Where'd he go?
Hey,
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
We're in.
the bridge down,
Generators out on the other side.
boys? Y'all can't climb down there and save us a
Right.
trip?
Sorry, can't. We got wounded up here.
I've not played this,
You can
by
get
the
to
way,
the other side
this
of the
map,
bridge. We can help you get it
so
down.
I've got no idea.
Let's all try this under
Oh, how do you... Okay, E to pick up.
Oh, this is.
Someone pick up a med kit if you've not picked one up.
Oh, God, one.
It's clobbering time.
I don't know who started this shit, okay?
Oh, apparently you can attack teammates. Be careful with that.
No, we better be careful.
Whoever just threw the Molotov cocktail.
Not die.
Right, let's do this. Looks like we're a baseball team at the moment.
I'm using my unlimited ammo pistolas.
Does anybody here in the game know where they're going? Because we
Nope,
can
I'm
follow
just
them.
running shooting people.
Yeah, that didn't work out for us last time we played this. But yeah,
What's wrong with our normal game mantra of every game? Blindly stumbling around and hoping you
yeah.
works
Well,
out.
and then there's everybody saying, how come you can't complete that first mission on Bridge Crew, which is a training mission, which you can't lose?
Who in the hell just shot me?
Whee!
Does anyone know how to use the health pack and all of those things too? Because that would be useful information for. Fairfight's getting a ride of his life. See, that's what happens when you. Oh. Thank you.
Reloading. Go upstairs.
Grr.
Where are we all?
Oh, there's a chainsaw in there. I want the chainsaw.
Chainsaw here.
I have the chainsaw.
Okay, good. Say hello to my little friend. He didn't say that in the chainsaw scene in Scarface, did he?
No, he was going to go, what the fuck are you
Turn the bolts
doing?
on the game, I can't hear you guys.
He was going like, what the fuck are you doing cutting my friend up with a chainsaw in the bath?
Where else would I do it? Duh. See, John is rocking. Okay, car alarm.
Yeah.
The horde has been alerted. That's always a
That's okay.
good move.
Trap.
Right.
Okay, this is good. This... I protected you, but we're all dead.
Okay, shall we try to do some teamwork this time now? We've all got the little running around out of our system. Retro says Freegal is sometimes okay. I don't know what Freegal is, but that sounds good. It's got the word free in the title.
Like I've been telling you.
And Jared's talked about the amount of scammers on. Oh, we get pistols. Did we miss those first time round?
They're on the boot of the car. Why is that, dude?
Ah!
You can feel reeled.
I can't even spot a zombie if I'm with this lot.
Can I make a suggestion next time we play with friendly fire?
Is it proper friendly fire, or is it just you interfere with each other? Or do you actually...
Oh, no, you can.
Charger!
Reloading.
Reloading.
Whap Lord, stay still for a sec. Ready?
What,
Steady? Oh yeah, it does take a bit.
Yes, it did, thank you.
It's only a bit. And I'm on
it's only a
fire.
bit.
I'm on fire now. It's only on a bit of fire.
So that makes up for it, but you're on fire.
Is there a melee button?
I believe so. Yeah, right mouse button.
Okay, there we go. Now we're all familiar. And then the mouse wheel to select. So if you're playing on a touchpad, you're in trouble. Actually, if you're playing on a touchpad, you're definitely in trouble anyway, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, so Fairfight's walking around with a petrol canister. I would
Yeah,
suggest not going anywhere near
no
him.
one
Let's try
accidentally.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Hang on, we need to search all the rooms as we're going past, guys. We're not
What are
doing
we,
that.
what are we actually looking for?
Well, I think we should search the areas as we go around. Cause I just found some some stim pills. And I've just found. Oh, cool! I found an oxygen canister.
Some Stimutax.
Ah.
Now, prizes for anybody who can tell me what Stimutax are from, because they are from a thing. They are a thing. Oh, there's some Stimutax.
I'll use these.
So instead of running down there,
Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot the
there you go. So you can stay up here where there's no zombies instead of running down there where there will be.
Yeah, I think that's why we're supposed to alert the horde, call the horde down there, and that's why we've got all the Molotovs and I've got an oxygen canister.
Okay, so we're going to stay up here, are we? How do we alert them?
Set a car alarm off. Someone run over, set a car alarm off, which I'm going to try and do.
Now playing. Still not sure what we're supposed to do though. Let's just, I guess we'll just keep going. I think most of these maps are just trying to escape.
Reloading.
Come on, boys. Fairfight's on the wrong side of the flaming hole for us to save him.
Coach.
Reloading.
Right.
Heads up!
Heads up. Go inbound.
Damn, this stuff hurts.
Ooh, a lot of goo. Watch the goo.
It's like life.
Reloading.
Don't step in goo you find in the street.
Don't step on noxious goo.
Hey, look out.
C-Lab. JJXB got it. C-Lab. JJXB is my favourite person of the minute.
Here comes the horde.
I sometimes feel like I'm the only person who watches like C-Lab and stuff. So it's
I
nice.
used to watch C-Lab and Harvey Birdman and Turning Up There.
If you're looking for me, you better check under the sea. Ah, thanks for leaving me, by the way, down here to face the horde alone.
Would you run down there?
Hold up.
Come on! Yeah! Let's go, let's go. Let's go, Mr. Driver. I brought them to you then to party. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Ah! I hope I'm backing myself up into a corner. Oh, there's everybody's hiding in this building. Let's go in there with them. See if we can cover the door. Yeah.
The
Says
door
you-
behind me when I get in, hang on.
Not now.
Crap, hang on. Help me! Help me! Right.
Well, shut the door then.
Right, there we go. Heal myself at first aid. Yes, I will.
So zombies can't go through doors. That's useful to know.
Zombies cannot operate a door, but the doors. They can break through them.
Well, not if we keep legging it.
Yeah, keep shutting the doors. Oh! Got a problem now.
I've been
Shut the door in my face. Right.
I've been watching a lot of Ballers. 'Cause I once caught an episode of that on an aeroplane, and it's great. Have you done any baller watching?
Baller. No, I've got it to watch. I just haven't watched it.
With Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it. And
Everyone loves the rock.
he was quite good, wasn't he? Really.
Reloading.
So it was tough. And he plays an odd character in it. Because he's an ex American football guy. Oh, there's some AK-47s in here at last.
Where?
In the room where I am. Look for my glowing body.
Oh, you're actually in the building.
I'm glowing. And he doesn't. So he's an ex-American football over in the corner or somewhere. There's some guns anyway. And he is now works for like a finance company or something, or money management. And he is looking after the affairs of American footballers who are like, you know, football players here in the UK getting into all sorts of scrapes in the press and all of that lot, which isn't good for their money. So he obviously is like a fixer. He assists to fix up their problems because he lose money and get. But yeah, you'll like it. It is good. And they're what's really nice for it is that they seem to be in like half-hour type chunks. Which is quite an odd size for a TV show, but it works. Did we turn that off? Ah! We shouldn't have put that on.
Oh, you startled the witch, you absolute flat.
Take her to the fire pit.
Ah! You're all on fire now, running at me.
Where are you all? Oh, there you are.
Reloading.
Found you. The jockey is riding John. Ah! No! No! I like how it says stay out of the line of fire while I'm literally on fire. So, does anybody watch Archer? JXB, you must watch Archer then. You're watching it. See that. But you know, it's really weird. I can't find Venture Brothers anywhere. It's almost
I'll tell you where you can find it. It's in that place I gave you access to.
oh, really? Venture Brothers. I shall have a look.
I put it on there at your request.
Ah! Painkiller. Take painkiller for temporary relief.
Except for you from Mr. Pigs. Have you never had that before? You have proper anaesthesia for surgery.
I'm guessing that's because it stops everything. Right. It's raining. Guessing we gotta find a boat? Come on everybody. Group on my 6. Stat. I just realised something. Our new friend playing with us probably isn't in Discord.
He's not.
So he's off piste. Totally.
Well, that's just what we want, a flaming one of them big punch blocks.
Reloading.
Let's
Apparently I
do
give
this.
pain fighters a fair fight some pain pills. I know I can. I can do a lot of things.
What is this shit?
Gotta keep it tight.
I'm doing very badly, actually. I think we all are.
I can't go
I think we just need to get into the
Oh,
safe room.
we're done.
So we're done there.
And that is how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Wow, look at that score. 104. He was on fire. Figuratively, while I was literally on fire. I'm going to blame that for my score. But look, this is the tank damage. I was dealing it out. But Andrew
I
was
took down.
hunting
I
the
took
witch.
down the witch.
They're horrible, they are, aren't they, the witches?
Yeah.
Did you see that movie called...
The Witch.
No. That movie... And... Oh. Yeah, I'm just trying to...
Before we open the door, let's clear the street out while we're safe.
And get ammos and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if what guns are better than other guns and stuff in this, really.
I can.
I wouldn't bother with a sniper rifle.
The shotgun was
Nah.
quite fun, wasn't it? I think that might be better than the AK, but
I like an Uzi 9mm.
it depends on the map. All of it depends totally on the map, and we don't really know where we are. All right. Everybody's gone running anyway, so.
Hey, watch out!
So in terms of what I was saying about the map, in terms of open streets, AK-47, in close confined corridors, shotgun. So that's all pretty.
I like the Uzi.
Uzi 9mm. Oh, I took out 3 though. That's not bad. I guess when they're all grouped up.
Can we stop shooting?
Yeah, you were saying, have I seen that film? What film is that?
Reloading.
What were we talking about at the time? We were talking about the witch.
Yes.
Okay, let's just pump this Hummerly guy. There we go.
Is it a witch-related film?
Yes, no. It's about a oh no, a chap who's a zombie, and he kind of starts to feel feelings when he meets a
Cold Heart.
no.
Oh, it's called something like that.
Yeah. You're close.
Shooting me.
It's something like that. I can't remember.
And it's the guy.
Starred Nicholas, who was Beast in the X-Men films.
But he was also the boy in About a Boy when he was like 7.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt or something. Isn't it?
And in that, that has the guy from Ballers in it. Actually, is one of the zombies, who's quite a funny guy. Because they all start to kind of be able to communicate. It's like they've got. Anyway, let me start from the beginning for anyone who's just listening and doesn't understand what this movie is
Everybody
about.
grab a weapon.
It's about like there's zombies, and in any post-apocalyptic zombie type thing you've ever seen.
I can always use these.
But they almost have their own day-to-day thing. Like they walk around, they kind of acknowledge each other. They go get some food. Warm bodies.
Warm body, that's it.
That's it. And
But it's like zombies, but they get better.
but they've got like they have like a community, aren't they? They're not totally. To humans, they appear like just zombies, but to each other, they kind of are doing
Drop
stuff.
down here.
And he meets a girl. I can't remember how that happens. And I don't know. He kind of saves her from all the other zombies.
And there's like factions, isn't there? Like good zombies and bad zombies by the end of it.
And that's the point I was about to make about the witch, because the whole idea is if they stayed a zombie for ages and they started eating other zombies, they go really rogue for a zombie. They start turning into this sort of just barely living skeletal mass, which is pretty much the witch in this game. And they're definitely like the baddie ones. They're like the aliens in Alien. And yeah, by the end of that movie, you've got to watch it, but it's like the zombies and the humans are actually, it's good. But I thought it was a really nice movie. Warm bodies.
Touched your heart.
It touched my heart, indeed.
I got pills. Little pick me.
But it just was a change from the usual zombie concept. Right. I remember what it was though, Andrew. I think it's like he touched her or something, and you see something inside his zombie heart. Kind of, his heart started beating again. That's what it was about.
Weapons over here.
Well, I'm
Makes his
thinking in the
heart
next
beat
the next week or so, I'm probably going to do my first communal Netflix watch. If everyone wants to join in, I'm sure you may do. The first film I'm thinking maybe Night of the Comet, which is a zombie film.
Is it a B movie?
It's a wonderful 80s B movie.
Brilliant.
A comet, not dissimilar to Halley's Comet. Ooh, I've got a jockey on me. Basically flies by the Earth. Half the people turn into red dust inexplicably and die, and a load of the others, who are not protected by metal of some kind, become like weird, really aggressive zombies.
Perfect. That sounds perfection. Ah, sword.
Ninja sword here.
Ah, ninja sword or shooters? I think you gotta have shooters.
No. No shooters.
I'm gonna swap my shotgun for a sword. No, you can't. It has to be like your
Guns here.
sidearm. Damn it!
Heads up, go!
Don't like that.
Trade melee weapon for Magnum pistol.
Holy crap! The lawnmower literally just started outside the house. I almost literally shite myself.
Crap, the fucking shit, the bad bastards.
Right. Andrew, it's a weird time of year, you know. I have to say, weird time of year for still streaming and watching games and stuff. And I think it's because the weather's good and people are doing stuff outside. So I'm kind of glad in a way as well because it's better for everybody.
It is.
Do you know what I mean? It's like in the winter, yeah, we're all like
Can we
all
not
on the
shoot each
computer
other?
all the time, and then
Bottle jar here.
weather's good. Streaming's going quiet, Discord's going quiet, and it's like good. It should do. Make the most of it.
Grab
You
it,
should
too.
do, but then you have people as well, like
Down here.
myself, who aren't big fans of the heat.
No, but you should just do something family-ish, shouldn't you? Anyway.
Well, my wife's on call, so
If I go, you guys are gonna miss me.
she seems to be working most weekends at
You
the
should be
moment.
preparing your meats.
My meat's always ready, so
You should be learning how to make Slim Jims so I can use my sausage maker with thinner casing to extrude my own pepperonis.
Healing.
That
me.
sounds
yeah, that's
like
easy enough to do.
But you have to put quite a lot of
So I can heal you.
what's the chemical? Is it
right, now back.
Nitrites?
Yeah, nitrite. Do you have to get that really right when you get poisoned if you get it wrong, or
Yeah, if you do it wrong, you can make yourself quite ill.
what? Botulism ill, or just too much nitrite cell, or both?
Just
This'll
makes yourself,
take
you can
us
actually
under the
poison
bridge.
yourself, it can be quite
Reload.
Because today's interesting bit of trivia. If you, you know when you make boiled eggs, you make a
Yes,
hard-boiled
I have
egg.
boiled an egg.
You bought a hard-boiled egg before. You know, if you don't cool them down quickly enough, the outside of the yolk between white grows yet like a greeny colour.
Right.
You know that, and if you put them in ice water, it doesn't form, and they stay bright yellow.
Yes.
In large enough quantities, that green stuff is toxic.
Yeah, how many are we talking?
That's how you really get boiled eggs in this time.
That's kind of like, I don't know, I think I still have boiled eggs like that now. Not really that bothered about
Yeah,
green
I think you have to eat a lot, but
Yeah, tunnels. You're right, Coach. You're so right. This street
it's
Reloading
quite toxic
here.
apparently.
It's always like, if you eat 4 kilos of rhbarb leaves, you'll die. And you're like, well, who's eating 4 kilos of bitter, disgusting?
Rhubarb. Oh shit. Oh, Andrew White is upset with which.
Well, we're in the room with her. She's going to get started either way.
You're supposed to sneak past her.
Oh, are you?
Oh, and I've just been licked by a fucking constrictor thing.
How do we... What am I actually... How am I helping you? Oh.
You're helping me get up off the floor.
Creators Alliance says, hello, back office show. The Creators Alliance. That sounds very serious, doesn't it? What does the Creators Alliance do? Are you in an alliance, Andrew?
Not many alliances, no.
Are you in an alliance or a concord or a club or a...
in a Discord?
You're in a Discord. What other types? I'm trying to think of other names for clubs.
Clan?
Clan.
Well, thank you for the pickles.
I have something for you. Stop moving.
How do we get up there?
Oh,
there's
thank
a
you,
way
thank you, John, for missing number for healing
John's
me.
very good. If we were thinking of an RPG, John would be like a mage. And then you go Lee, and you'd be like Leroy Jenkins. That's putting it mildly.
Who I do with you, eh?
I think so. Your face, anyway. Too impatient.
It's my golf club, right?
Leroy Jenkins! Oh, I wish we don't have enough Molotov cocktails.
I've got one.
I actually almost said Molotov
$5 goddamn
cocktails.
for an
Now,
undelivered
where's that
tour?
from? If anybody
Well
in the
played, Raven.
chat
Well
knows.
played.
Who is Molotov cocktails? It's a character name. I think it's quite a funny one. But I would find stuff like that funny. Right, let's go.
Oh, hang on, guys. You want some incendiary ammo? There you go.
Down the
you
stairs.
go.
Down the stairs.
Come on, guys. Get your incendiary ammo.
I've got my own incendiary ammo. I set the stairs on fire for a bit, don't worry.
What, at home or in the game?
Both.
Alright.
Blat. Oh no, I fell in the bog of eternal stench.
Oh no, everything's on fire now. Oh.
I've put the smoky stuff, just shoot them.
The smoker is coming straight from my
I think you're going to get dead if you're not careful.
Reviving you, come on, I've got enough, I can do it. Come on. Okay, let's get some golf.
Come on.
This isn't so good. Keep going. Oh, great. No, that didn't go well.
No.
I have to keep reminding myself that you're not talking about me since my name is also John. Well, this is a common name.
Oh yeah.
As there are two Andrews here.
Oh, I keep hoping we drive to a place where there aren't any more zombies.
This is JJXB saying that.
Ah, Fox says, suck! I'm trying to think now after that experience what weapon would be the most useful. I think I'll just keep the AK. Should we just... Oh, nice. That's nice, isn't it, the katana?
Yeah.
It's quite fast weapon too.
I wanted the katana.
I want it. You don't though, you have to give up your shooters.
No shooters.
Let's do this systematically now. Because you're just running
Suck
past...
to Fox.
Reload. Okay, stop shooting me.
Oh, I thought there was a way of getting a sight on this one. How am I so dead?
Hold up, gonna heal.
You are really dead, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay, that was lame. Lame of me.
Hang on, we haven't done a Rod Hall joke today.
Oh no! I'm not even sure I can think of any new Rod Hole jokes.
Okay, chat, can someone come up with a Rod Hall joke, please?
Oh. Do we have to go through that smoke?
Adrenaline shot here. Grabbing a shot.
Weapons over here.
That smells like Rod Hole something.
Adrenaline shot here. Weapons over here.
What, we're going to make the comment in the smoke's Rod Hull's cremation. Oh, great. I'm outside and the frigging horde's here.
That smells like Rod Hole's cremation.
Burning plastic. The was with him.
All right. Yes.
Ah, explosive ammo. Good.
Reloading.
Stop shooting me. Hands up, go.
What you talking about, fool?
Reloading.
So I witnessed a conversation in, I think it was in Discord, about Mr. T.
What about Mr. T? Lawrence Turode.
It was about
Weapons over
how
here. Up the stairs.
people were theorising that he was getting molested during his flights, and that's why he hated milk and flying so much. No, he liked
That's
milk,
right.
but he hated flying so much.
Sorry, what were you
Don't
saying,
mind
Fair
if I
Fight? Sorry,
do.
you said something while we were disparaging Mr. T.
Hell yeah.
Hurry up, over this planet.
Well, do you mean the fact that Mr. T would always get roofied before a flight and then wake up with a sore ass
Yeah,
in a new country?
exactly. Oh, the Magnum's way better.
Sweetheart, don't shoot me.
Sweetheart, don't shoot me. They do die when you give them headshots. Rather nicely.
Oh, bollocks. Thank you.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Oh, sorry for that. Every time I see Fair Fight, I just have the urge to fill his belly full of lead. I think you'd prefer that to a belly full of arms and legs.
Keep it tight.
Pipe bomb.
I better take my adrenaline shot.
Okay, that's gonna last for a bit.
Nice, thank you for the pills.
Pipe bomb.
Pipe bomb, right.
We can get down here.
How, am I going the right way?
This hurts.
Yeah, that is the right way. Whatever happened to the band Texas, by the way?
I think it's still around.
Grenade! Hello, visitor. Do you want to come and watch Daddy play this game?
This inappropriate game with Daddy.
I think this is... Yeah, it's probably against the law.
Oh, what's happening here?
Reloading.
I hear a witch. Kill your light.
Is this a scary game?
Molotov.
Do you want to play drawing?
Here we go. Under the river.
Do you want to play Super Mario Run on my phone? Yeah, help. I'm not going to help you up. No, I will now.
You seriously cannot go down again.
I'm lost now.
Because if you do,
I think we're all lost, mate.
Thanks. I'm just
I
going
can't
to
even see where you are.
I need some help.
Well, I know it says on me now. Next knockdown equals death.
Oh, well, I've done falling out of the window anyway, so.
It says pull Fair Fight up. I don't even know where you are, mate.
Are we near the end,
Sorry
though?
about
Maybe
that.
if we're
I
near
had
the
to
end.
stop playing for a minute because my wife seemed to like smashing up the kitchen where.
Oh, I'm dead.
Sort of situation of where you just scraped off the ceiling, you know.
Hell, shot.
Just when you're playing this, you know, someone out of the back.
Charger.
Go
Yeah.
on without me.
Find Super Mario Maker. I know you like that game.
reloading.
What you have
If I
to do?
go, you guys are gonna miss
It's like I'm
me.
really distracted here. Type Mario, M-A. There it is.
Everybody grab a weapon.
We're really spread out now. Oh, Waplord, you're back.
I am back.
Fair Fight needs to die more, doesn't he? I don't know how it works.
We need to find him. I think. Oh, he's dangling from a building.
This is
Oh yeah, I see you. We see you. Right.
Himself with this
You're never going to get me in time. I've got like 50 points left.
All right. I don't know where we are in relation to you.
You're below me at the moment.
Yeah, we can see
Just let
you.
me die, you know.
Jockey.
Just let me die.
I think we've been here before. Is this because we've already been this
Yeah,
live?
Ellis.
this is.
My health is so low.
I'm just a puddle on the floor now.
Look out.
Oh! There you go. There you go. Special popping.
You gonna stay down with me?
I owe you one.
I'm reloading.
I'm not dead yet.
Reloading.
Not dead yet.
Heads up! Boom!
God damn it! Go!
Oh,
Reloading.
can you make them put the volume down, please, sir? Thank you.
Reloading.
Super Mario
Don't worry.
Run
Don't worry.
live
I'm
stream.
not done yet.
Ah, Robert Taylor is in the chat.
As he should be.
Yeah, because unfortunately he doesn't bloody play games though, does he?
Well, he should. He's just bought a new
Oh, what? It's all over. Dagnammit.
What else have we got? Change difficulty to easy. Vote yes.
I'll go back for it.
You'll be back with her soon enough.
From what? Normal.
This card, and this
Yeah.
Did that come up by itself?
No.
Yeah.
I thought that missing number
That zombie's carrying
organised the
something.
vote.
First aid.
Fox says he hates playing on easy.
Up these stairs.
Oh, what it says up these. This is the stairs that we normally go up, is it? Oh yeah. I thought I found a new way.
He's just thinking, God, these are always bad.
This is quite a good gun. Yeah, I like that.
Stop shooting me.
Stop shooting me!
Reloading.
Heal theft? What have you done?
I think he didn't take his med pack. It's because when you start the game, you don't start with a full health, so you have to take your med pack right away. That's
Yeah, but
what
I
it is.
haven't taken my med pack. I'm on like 72.
Reloading.
That's because at the end of the last round, you were healthy.
Reloading.
Where is he?
Quit fussing and let me heal you.
Behind you.
Behind me. Where you being
Much,
healed, yeah?
much better now.
Reloading.
Thank you.
Look out.
Reload.
Reloading.
That
Well,
punchy
actually,
guy does
for the
take
next
off.
game. Rob, you're watching. Did you buy the crew yet? It's on offer on Steam.
Reloading.
I thought Rob played it on PlayStation VR.
Yeah, but he plays PC gaming too.
I got these pills.
Let's open this up.
I've got the pills that pay the bills.
Drop down here.
Adrenaline shot here.
Fair fight. Oh,
Yeah.
Did you guys see that?
I was going to shoot that red can when you were standing over it, but I thought that'd be a bit too mean.
That wouldn't be very nice.
I thought it might just be slightly amusing for me to do it.
Haha, I just poured petrol on you and set you on fire.
Weapons over here.
What a hilarious jape.
Yeah, not so hilarious in real life, unless you're like Winnie Mandela. But
I need this.
oh no, resist. The joke was on me.
Office up it says
Need some
now.
help.
Make it?
Oh no, I've been tongued.
Thanks.
Yes, Mr. What can I do for you?
Hold up.
It turned off.
That worked.
I'm dead.
It turned off. What? The game turned off.
Rob,
Coach.
get the game downloaded if you can. Get on Bridge Crew if you can.
Here you go. I wanna be the very best, but no one ever was. Pokemons are my friends. I have friends that are made of card.
Yeah, but think of it this way, right? Pokemon is basically teaching kids to do cockfighting.
Oh my god, this gun feels good.
It is weird because they're kind of
Cover me. I'm gonna
artificially
patch
bred
myself up.
life forms.
Yeah, that they train to fight each other for prizes. It is it's basically cockfighting.
Yeah, and do crimes and everything with them, don't they?
Yeah.
Because you get baddies in Pokemon, don't you? Like Team Rocket. Whoa, where is everybody? Why are you all dying?
Look at Pikachu, I just got some razor blades to clip on his ankles.
Thank you.
Where are you guys? Oh yeah. It's hard to kind of find you. Rescue. Someone's hanging off a building.
I'm dead because I got tongued. I got licked to death. Oh, back off, it's back, thank you.
Everybody.
Hurry up, over this plane.
Yeah.
Into the jazz club.
I can certainly hear someone playing Mario in your office. The coins.
That's how we roll.
Down here.
Ah!
Oh crap.
No way I'm gonna leave.
What?
I didn't go to plan, I was jumping out to save you. Didn't realise how deep the drop was.
And you died as well. It was,
No.
I've got a med kit and everything. That's the more annoying part of this scenario.
Off the building now. Let's drop.
Oh, I can see you.
Thank you.
Reloading.
Might be a good time
I
to
gotta heal.
heal. Oh. You cheeky things. I can give Fairfight my adrenaline. Fairfight, I can give you my adrenaline. That guy's got a med pack on it. Yep, you've got a med pack here too. Here, wait a sec. Did you get that?
No.
No. Oh, I might have just given it to myself. Okay, cheers. Cheers for watching me. Okay, you're sick. You need this, and then go. I'll have that.
I've got I've got incendiary ammo here. Hang on. Oh shit! Just fell off the thing. If you want some incendiary ammo, I'll put it on the floor here.
Charger! Ammo!
Oh.
Excuse me.
Sounded like you're having some sort of a fit
All
there.
right.
Sadly not. No.
What the heck's going on in there?
Fire.
I am the god of hellfire.
Here!
Ooh, isn't M16
Maybe
assault
there's no
rifle's got to be
zombies
good,
down
isn't
here.
it?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
probably.
Oh, nice.
Here.
Did you see that?
Oh.
Who shot that? I threw that in there, but someone else shot it. I was got.
Defibrillator.
Yeah, oh,
I've got a. Oh no, we can't.
Hang on. You go down lower.
Yeah, we can go now. Yeah,
I was actually in this over room.
yeah, it's on the other in the other room, but
Oh,
I'll go.
it's an emergency.
Oh wait.
Behind you.
Gonna be okay.
Back to the door you came through.
Yep. We're coming back now.
Hang on.
That's how you want.
Help! Help! Tougher than you look.
Thank you.
Let's get you back on your feet.
What's up?
Much obliged.
Why does it keep going off?
This was not my plan.
Don't push that button that turns off the screen. That'd be my advice.
Look at all this,
Okay, don't touch that button. Because it definitely won't turn off by itself because
Told
you're
ya.
touching the screen every nanosecond of that game.
Only in the
Oh,
south,
friendly
but-
fires
Everybody grab a
disabled
weapon.
on easy.
That's better.
That's much better. I'm hearing some really weird music here in my ear.
Let's not mess this up.
Mario game.
Shooting each other, okay?
I do like your Del Monte man suit you're wearing.
Reloading.
I want one in real life.
I could see you with a Del Monte. And having like a small pocket knife where you walk into like greengrocers and randomly cut a wedge out of a melon and or an orange, eat it and give a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Can I tell you about an experience I had a couple of days ago
Reloading.
in London?
Yes.
So I was at an event in Hackney,
That was almost as bad as the
and
Seattle.
I'd never been there before. It's all right, a bit rough, but all right, you know. And I was hungry. I was really hungry.
Down the stairs.
So I thought I'd have some food, and there was like a whole load of Asian supermarkets and restaurants in a little line, like 5 of them.
Let's
or
jump
something.
together.
And I just couldn't decide which one to go into because they all looked really. Oh no! They all looked really, you know, nondescript, little bit rough, like rough ones basically. They're not fancy restaurants. They're not fast food restaurants. They're just old, rough restaurants, like plastic furniture and not quite plastic furniture. But, anyway, I just picked one, went in there, and the lady came up to me and she just said to me, "Hi."
Get out.
She said, "What do you want?" And I said, "I was wondering, do you still do lunch?" Bearing in mind it was nearly 3 p.m. at this point. It was like 2:30. And she said, "Well, we are kind of closing in 15 minutes, or the kitchen's closing in 15 minutes. We could do something simple." So I said, "Yeah, just whatever you think." Yeah, just left it to the house. And she said, "I think you should have some crispy fried noodles and
nice.
with mixed meats on top." And I was like, yeah, do it. So she said, "No problem, sit here," and off she went. And then she came back in a bit. Well, I was just sitting there really waiting. Maybe I was playing my phone or whatever you normally do. Oh, the safe room's just over there, is it? And she said, "What's your name?" I was okay. So I said, "Yeah, my name's Andrew." She said, "Hey, Andrew, my name's Jenny."
Reloading.
I was like, "Hi." which I thought was really weird. I mean, that's not the whole crux of my story. Well, it kind of was the main part, to be honest with you. We had food and it was really good and she was really chatty, but I thought, is that a cultural thing, or
I opened it.
is that
I don't know, I've heard of adult films starting off that way.
It's on.
but they were very attentive to my needs. And oh yeah, so the bit that was odd was when I looked around, there were lots of other people coming in, and I think the Chinese people. And then I noticed in the back, just a few tables across, there's a really big table, and loads of things. And they're all, it's the entire family basically having dinner. And then I was really confused. I was wondering, have I walked into someone's lounge here?
Well, I tell you what, when
And
you
maybe I have.
when you come to Cardiff next, we'll be going for Kumar's, or Potswana, as it's called. It's a very similar situation. It's like you're eating in someone's front room and their mum's cooking you lunch or tea even.
And that's I think that's kind of how it was in a way. I think that
Saying run to the safe room. Where is the safe room's across this bridge?
Let's have a look at you. Ooh, come on, pull
could someone
yourself
cover me
together.
for a sec?
You got a good shot.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Safe room. I'm following the exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Can you stop
So I
shooting
think
me?
that was a good choice anyway. For one, you want some sort of traditionally Chinese fare. Something. Am I covered in bile? Damn it! Now that I know that we can't do team damage, it does mean you can fire into each other. Okay, I think we found the stairs. Yeah, so these noodles, Andrew, they were, imagine noodles that had been deep fried. And they lined the bottom of the bowl, and just loads of meat and gravy. Meats, plural, like pork, beef, duck, chicken, lining the bowl on top. And it was sort of crunchy yet chewy, because you know it's absorbing the gravy as the meal goes on. Very good.
Yeah.
Probably something you have to have fresh though. If you ordered it at home, it'll all be normal noodles by the time you got it.
Reloading.
Come on, reload.
Reloading.
Game over, man.
Reloading.
This seems a lot better than that Alien game.
Yeah, the Aliens Colonial Marines is a laugh.
No, I mean Salian, whatever it's called.
That Salian game is just like some you play while you're having a poo. 3 PM at work. You want to break the afternoon up, you're a bit bored. You nip downstairs to the privatest toilet you can find for
I'm getting strangulated.
30 minutes.
I've got to get you up.
Come on,
Lord.
come on. Oh, exactly. How do we all feel about the concept of a squatty potty? That's the important
Sorry,
question.
what's a squatty potty?
Well, apparently, it's like a... looks a bit like a stool a child would use to use the toilet, but you squat on it instead of actually sitting on the toilet. Apparently, it helps you poo easier.
Fair fight. Are you helping Missing Number? I'm just asking because you're really far away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it now.
Do I
I've got a defibrillator.
Yeah, we're not buying any game DLCs on Mario Maker. Uh oh.
Reloading.
I'm all out of bullets now.
I'm all out of bullets.
Reloading.
So you coming at back? I might have to go do some dadding now. But oh well, I shall wait till we're all in the room at least.
First aid kit.
Right.
Take that, you mealy mouthed bastard.
Oh,
I didn't come any at all.
right, everybody. For me, I have to go do some dadding. So I don't know what happens to the game when I do.
Well, I think I probably had enough of this for the time being.
It's one of those things that you can't. You have to have it in small doses.
Like
But-
Chinese food.
Like Chinese food. But I feel that we'll be able to set this up better, quicker,
Yes.
faster. And Missing Number, I can't remember your is it Peter? Paul? Peter.
John.
Oh, John. There you go. Sorry, John. So John, thank you so much for your support here.
I'm gone by now.
No,
Oh,
man,
John's
he
already
seemed like
gone
a good
out. He's
guy.
like, I'm done with this. Screw this. Okay, John. And but yeah, it's I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. What remains of it. And I'm off.
We gonna have to hunt that
I
bike
think
down.
I want apple pie and ice cream. So I'm going to go doing a rummage in the fridge to see if we've got any of those ingredients for that. And if failing that, I'll probably have one of those ice lollies that's ice cream but dipped in ice lolly mixture. Have you seen the ones I'm talking about? They're like Cornish ice cream in the middle with a layer of strawberry ice cream.
Oh,
on
like
the
a
outside.
split, I believe they're
Is that
called.
they're a split? So I'm going to be having
Or a
a
mivvy or something.
mivvy. Ooh, there you go.
I think I'll have some key lime pie.
Oh!
Right. Oh no, don't set off my pedantry.
That's
Is
like
it made with real?
no, that's like pie and
It's
dessert,
A Sparks one, I have no
and you
idea.
get to have ice cream with
This
it.
one time, my buddy
Yeah, but it's
Keith
only a
on the
key
bed
lime pie
got
if it's
a
actually
tattoo.
made with key limes,
I'm
otherwise it's a lime pie.
moron. Right across it.
Oh,
Potato,
it's a Sparks one, I'd
potato.
have to go read the books.
I gotta read the box.
John, thanks so much for joining. And if you want to be have a heads up next time we're playing any games, just feel free to join the Discord channel. We normally post stuff in there. or really for me in the streams. I post them about 2 seconds before starting them. And yeah, thanks for your support in the game. And thanks to everybody who has watched this. We'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.